Hi, Founder fans. Jason here, and today's founder is Andrew Adams, a signer of the Articles of Confederation. Now, I'm going to get this out of the way real quick. Andrew Adams is from Connecticut, but he does not appear to be related to the Adams family, aka your Johns, and your Sams, and your John Quincy's, and your Abigails, and your Nabbies, blah, 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 blah. If he is related to them, it's very, very distantly, so distant that it was not easy to find. And therefore, I gave up looking because he is from Connecticut and they're from Massachusetts. But Andrew Adams is pretty important in his own right, even though we never hear his name today. Adams had gone to college and become a lawyer, just like his father, in Connecticut. And this was what he was doing when the Revolutionary War starts to break out. He joins the Connecticut Committee, or his local Committee of Safety, which took over military duties. And then he ends up volunteering for the Connecticut militia himself. He rises to the rank of colonel, though he's not there very long. And that's because, first of all, independence is declared, and then Connecticut makes a government, and that government has an election. And Andrew Adams is elected to Connecticut's state assembly, and he participates in this for 5 years, during which time he has become Speaker of the House, which leads debate on the floor of Connecticut, and he is sent to the Continental Congress, where he pushes for and helps ratify and signs the Articles of Confederation, being one of the few on that document. And I know his name isn't very familiar, but I saw his name on the article, so I figured we'd talk about him. He ends up going back to Connecticut after the revolution ends, or a little bit before the war is actually over. And during this time, he is chosen by Governor John Trumbull to sit on the Connecticut Supreme Council. Supreme Councils were something that was tried out in some of the colonies for a while, or states, young states, I should say. Basically, the Executive Council was appointed, and it acted kind of as both the state Senate and the Governor's Council. People of the state would vote for their assembly members in the Connecticut House of Representatives, and the Senate would be appointed by the governor and also act as his cabinet. As I said, it was kind of a weird setup. It gave kind of more of a House of Lords, House of Commons vibe than a U.S. Constitution vibe, but that's how they were doing it in the 1790s. And Andrew Adams acts in this position for a few years before he is appointed as Chief Justice of the state of Connecticut, the most important judicial authority in the state. He only holds the position for about 4 years, though, unfortunately, until he passes away. But that is the life of Andrew Adams, a really obscure character who was really important in his day. He signed the Articles of Confederation. I hope you learned a little something today. If you did, please hit like. If you didn't, hit like anyway. If you're new here, subscribe. I put out videos about different American revolutionaries 7 days a week, and I'll be back with another founder for you tomorrow.